Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. That's a 10 by 20 inch canvas and an oxo omelet turning flip and fold spatula. Best paint spreading tool I know of. This is some Amsterdam white with Floetrol and GAC 800, and most recently I added a little bit of art fluid, which may or may not have mixed in thoroughly. I'm thinking it didn't. Maybe I even forgot. It doesn't matter right at the moment. We're going to throw it down on the canvas no matter what, without that big lump. And then I'm probably going to take my colors, some of my favorite colors, because I need to be cheered up today, and spread them down the center of the canvas. And maybe quite a few of them actually, because I want to swipe and have the colors go all the way to the edge. Michaels primes these canvases 3 times, they say, so I don't really need to. I like to because it puts a semi-gloss or a more slick surface on. Well, we made that covered, so that's nice. It'll be interesting to see how this works. I've been wanting to try some of the art fluid in some white paint for a while. It seemed like it might be extravagant, but if it works well, it's not extravagant. I am going to shake up what I've got. I might even put my finger over it before I do so. Alright. Now I'll give myself a line of that. And if we don't feel like swiping, we won't. Usually I'd use Artist Loft, but Artist Loft is really strong. It does dendrite quite frequently. I'm not sure I need any of that. That should probably go in the bucket. Make sure all my edges are fairly well covered. I expect to tip. I do have edge catchers to tip with. I am going to use my favorite colors. I'm going to start with some Orange Crush. And because I like Bling It Golden Maple, I'm going to use some of that. I'm going to kind of try and think of this as a pan of colors, because I usually make something that I like in spite of myself, trying to just add colors. This is my Jasmine. So the Orange Crush is a Prizm pour. The Bling It is a Primary Element. The Golden Maple, I mean. That was Jasmine, which is very similar to the new Purely Pigments Dancing Fuchsia, which I have added some diamonds, golden diamonds to. It's a little darker. I tend to make my colors kind of strong. This is another of the Purely Pigments. This is Vivid Aqua. Not as open as I want it to be. There we go. I may put some black in here. I'm thinking I will. I especially got out some blue velvet. I am trying to be random. I don't know how random I'm capable of being, but I'm going to try. This is Red Violet. This is a Vivid Intense Fluorescent. I have Periwinkle, another Vivid Intense Fluorescent. I have to decide if I'm done, and I could be, although I'm craving some red, and I have Cupids Crush, which is a primary element also. once I get the tab off the top. I may tip this first. Now I'm hearing the yellow call. I think I'm going to put a little more orange back in and not worry about the yellow right yet, or at all. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's get that thing out of there that we don't want in there. I saw it. It's large too. I never put any black in. Hopefully. I put some of my Meeden black in a tiny little bottle, which tends to plug up. There, we got it. Now what I'm thinking is to put some more paint around the outside edge, so I have something to make things flow. When I stirred it up, it looked like it was not very thick, and now it looks plenty thick. Maybe a little too thick. Let's tip that down and back. That's better. I still want that yellow. I'm thinking it's going to be either shiny taffeta or the sour lemon that I've added. Sour lemon is a Prizm pour. This needs to be added. Have some art fluid added to it. Just to thin it down just a little bit more than it is now. I haven't given up the idea of potentially swiping either, but if I can tip my colors to a happy place, I might change my mind. I could have run a skewer through, or a fork. Once I get them spread out to the length of the canvas, then I'll make my final decision about what I'm going to do. It's basically puddles of paint right now, but they're great colors, so I'm not complaining. And I am not a slow tipper. I figure paint's going to move no matter what. Whether I'm tipping it slow or fast. There's probably some correct theory about tipping slow and getting a different reaction, but I don't know what it is for me. Now, I don't believe I've ever tried to do this and then swiped. And it might be a really interesting thing to do. I'm afraid I'm going to like it better before instead of after. Now I've got some Amsterdam white cell activator because it has Australian Floetrol in it. It's an awfully wide swath. don't know what I'm doing, but I'm probably going to tip again. I might even do it sooner than later. And just keep tipping and swiping until I figure out that I've got something I want. Kind of wish I'd taken all the paint right off my card there. Tip that down that way. I think I can still do that. Now I could have used a spatula doing this instead, and I could still do that. I want that to go all the way down to that end before I start tipping back in the other direction. Could be pretty neat. I want to steal some of that paint and put it right up there. Kind of want a smaller card, and I might have one handy if I look for a second. I've got a couple of them, but this is the one I think I'm going to use. I'm going to take this right here and move it out. I kind of thought originally I might like to do geometrics, but this is nothing like that. I'm really tempted to try some black. And I could. I also could have saved some negative space, and I didn't. Shake up my black. I've gotten into the habit of taking longer because I've been editing my videos, so I'm not in such a hurry, but I'm not sure it's working for everyone, just me. So I need to do something with that spot, obviously, but I'm tempted to just carve. And let it spread. Yeah, I gotta remember, I really like doing that. And I still didn't do what I said I was going to do yet. Oh boy. That went right down to white. That's not what I was expecting. Still, it could be cool. Still hopeful. Part of me wants to grab a chain and see what happens if I do chain pull. I can make about as many lines as I want. And I like what the black is doing. I could even try and steal some, but I think it would require a palette knife. I should do that. I should see if I can do that anyway. Let's try. Oh, it wasn't deep enough there. It's probably not deep enough anywhere. Still, it's not going to keep me from wanting to try though. It's colorful. I'm thinking I want some more Is it Vibrant Aqua? It is. I should still try some chain, I think. Just because I can. Got some hanging out. A nice big chain. Kind of want to pick that up. Make some crazy patterns. It's been a long time. I forget how much I like doing this. Also forget to make a loop. It's a good idea to make a loop, and I can do that. I just have to do it with a different piece of chain. Let this one relax. This is a really big chain. Maybe too big. Now, I should throw those in some water. I've got a third one if I change my mind and I want to do something. Do I want a tip? I do. Give myself a minute. Well, that was therapeutic and fun. I could definitely go in with any color I want and change things up. And I kind of want to do something with this down here. When that timer goes off, I'm going to have like 40 seconds left, so I should tell you guys I love you. I'm so glad you're here. You're what's left. Now I'm going to grab my cell activator. Just go ahead, give myself permission. I wish I had put some jasmine in there, and I'm going to do it still. My chain has a piece of something on it, like cat hair. Alright, so my phone is not here, so if I want to shimmer something at you, I'm going to have to come back no matter what. Well, I got cut off, but that doesn't matter. Because I'm here. I'm going to take my skewer, the dull end, yes, and add a few spirals, I think, or at least a few adjustments. Yes, I like that. And I could clean off my skewer in between for sure. I thought I might want to put some black in, but I'm not sure about that. I haven't torched, and I probably could or should or will. They kind of remind me of flower shapes. That's why I'm adding what seems to be petals. Because I see no reason why not to. Yeah, I like those little petal shapes to give the impression of florals. A couple dots here and there aren't going to hurt anything either. I still think I might want to add some black, but I'm not sure where I would do that, so maybe it's not as good an idea as I thought. Where else? Where else? I seem to have got a skewer with a lump of paint on the end that's not conducive to what I want to do, but it's still working okay. So it's hard pressed for me to want to stop and do something else. So far, I'm pretty happy with everything I'm seeing. Especially since this is definitely not called wrecking. Whatever this is not wrecking. It's definitely an improvement in my opinion. So I will call it embellishing. Which started with spirals and edged on to something more interesting. So I should tell you stuff, like I have 33 playlists with 100 videos on them each. And all of my videos are also separated into topic and genre. Should you be interested in watching any, just mention it in comments and I will get back to you and give you a playlist. No strings attached. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I don't even mind the negative white spaces are like definitely a good thing. So please give me a thumbs up, and if you don't know already, the YouTube algorithm responds well to people who watch the videos all the way through, so I'm not shy about asking if you can do that. I'm going to give you an opportunity to see this shimmer, hopefully. Colors are fabulous. It's very funkadelic. It's definitely 60s or 70s style something or other. But it's cool too. And I got to use all my favorite colors. Please share my videos. When you share, you help me out. My paint pouring recipe will be below, show more. My Linktree has a promo code for Colourarte products and a 10% off Pixel Paint Designs coupon code. On the Linktree you'll find a couple of websites, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. And you can have any of my art reproduced and added to any number of, or all of the places that create merchandise that are on my Linktree, like Society 6, The Gallerist, and Spring is right under the video. If you can't find what you're looking for, just ask me. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Should be at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time unless I've changed it. My Amazon link has my 2 books on it. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2 are the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube. and they're still relevant. Thank you to my members who are keeping my channel alive and keeping me on YouTube, and you should thank them too. And thank you to everyone who contributes through PayPal or Patreon, who helps me purchase art supplies. It's time for me to do it again, and I'm really appreciative of you guys being here. So take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Whatever I've forgotten, you'll see in another video. I do sell my artwork and I give classes, lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. And I love you guys. You still inspire me, all of you. Bye for now. Priscilla out.